As most of you know, the Bitcoin bull run is here. And I really do think traditional financial institutions like BlackRock and Fidelity really help kickstart this event, primarily because of the Bitcoin spot ETF. We now have institutions coming into the market and buying up our Bitcoin. They're also advertising this like crazy to the masses. And now a lot of people are very interested in how they can get into Bitcoin without essentially self-custodying it themselves, taking on that risk, or even signing up to one of the many different crypto exchanges in the US. And if you're watching the channel, you know we talk heavily about accumulating Bitcoin that makes sense for you. And we also talk about getting tax advantages while doing anything in crypto, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. Because at the end of the day, the goal is to improve your quality of life, your family's quality of life, and your community's quality of life. And the best way to do that is to not only utilize Bitcoin, but take advantage of a lot of the tax laws that allow you some leeway. On today's episode of the O Show, Everything Crypto and NFTs Every Day, we have partnered with ITrustCapital to talk about their awesome IRAs involving crypto and, yes, precious metals. Let's go ahead and get into it. Before we do a rundown of the ITrustCapital platform, I want to give you some of the company highlights because ITrustCapital have been around for quite some time. And yes, they do offer crypto IRAs to help you with those pesky taxes. But as always, make sure you do consult a CPA or a tax professional in your area so you understand exactly what you can and cannot do. So ITrustCapital was founded in 2018 and the platform went live in July of 2019. And they initially started with 1.1 million from friends and family, and then were able to raise approximately 125 million in a Series A at 1.3 billion valuation. They also have 4.6 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and 4.7 out of 5 stars on Google reviews, and currently have done over $8 billion in transactional volume. And again, they are ranked the #1 crypto IRA platform in America. And another awesome thing about them is they have customer service, which is incredibly important, especially if you are getting into Bitcoin and crypto just now. And again, remember, especially when it comes to Bitcoin, you are never too late. Do what works for you and work at your own speed. So to open an ITrustCapital account, it is super easy. I went ahead and created a test one for purposes of this video. And full disclosure, I do have a Bitcoin SEP, which is something that my CPA advised me to get to help with my tax rate. And again, that is something that ITrustCapital does offer as well. And another cool thing about them is you can transfer over your existing IRA or start a new one, roll over your 401k, TSP, 403b, 457, and much more, which again gives you or could give you some tax advantages, but always check with a tax professional in your area. Moving down over here, it talks about the massive amount of transactions, plus the already 200,000 plus accounts that were created on the ITrustCapital platform. And as far as the benefits of the IRAs go, let's go ahead and talk about it. So on this part of the ITrustCapital platform, it gives you the benefits of an IRA, and it's going to give you answers to a lot of the common questions you may have. Why open a tax advantage self-directed IRA? The retirement savings, different investment choices. Again, IRAs typically offer a wider range of investment options than employee-sponsored plans like 401ks. And at ITrustCapital, you are able to invest in alternative investments such as crypto assets and physical precious metals. Again, you can invest in a wide range of different altcoins, Bitcoin, and of course, precious metals. Me personally, I feel a lot safer with Bitcoin in my long-term investment portfolio because I think it will continue to outperform. But again, do what works for you. And as far as the rollovers go, this is very, very important. If you have a job, you can roll over your 401k or other employee-sponsored retirements into a self-directed IRA, which allows you to keep all of your retirement savings in one place and maintain the tax advantage status of these funds. An advantage of a rollover is that there are no taxable events that get triggered. Now let's talk a little bit about how buying and selling cryptocurrency inside an IRA differs from buying it in an exchange, because many of you are probably thinking, well, I can simply go to exchange 123, buy my crypto there and move it to cold storage. But in that case, you might not be able to reap the tax benefits. So ITrustCapital gave us an awesome explanation here. Say, for example, you buy 10,000 worth of Bitcoin outside of the IRA, let's say on a secondary market like Exchange 123. Over the next 4 years, the value of your Bitcoin holdings increases to $60,000. If you want to sell your Bitcoin, then you will have capital gains of $50,000. 60,000 minus 10,000 equals 50,000. The exact amount owed in taxes will depend on how long you've held the Bitcoin in an overall tax situation. But when we're talking about utilizing an IRA for tax benefits, if you wait until you are 59.5 years old and the account has been open for at least 5 years, you can withdraw the money tax-free. So essentially, you will be able to withdraw your assets tax-free and avoid the long-term capital gains or any other type of issues you may experience. But again, please always consult with the CPA in your area. And as far as creating an account on ITrustCapital, I was able to do so, and it is super easy. So basically, you can use a desktop or you can use a mobile phone. You can trade on the go in that aspect, so do whatever works for you. All you do is you would go to open an account. It'll ask you some information. You'll have to KYC. Then you can fund your IRA, cash, rollover, or transfer. So let's go ahead and read this excerpt here. This is important. Whether you're rolling over old employer plans, contributing via ACH, or transferring to existing IRA, they have plenty of funding solutions to fit your needs. They're also one of the only companies to offer in-kind transfers for crypto IRAs, so you can make the switch to ITrustCapital with ease. And over here, it allows you to contribute cash, an IRA transfer, a traditional IRA, SEP IRA, inherited IRA, simple IRA, or other ones. And of course, roll over employer plan, your 401k, 403b, TSP, 457, and other ones, which again is very important. If you're at a current job and you're like, I want to maybe diversify my portfolio a little bit more with Bitcoin, you can go ahead and do so via ITrustCapital. And lastly, after you have KYC'd, you have done your due diligence. And yes, we're going to talk about the security features with ITrustCapital and how they are very different than a crypto exchange. And again, after you've done all your due diligence, then you can begin to start investing based on your needs. And they offer investing 24/7, 365. From gold, silver to cryptocurrency, we offer a wide range of alternative assets for you to self-trade. Log in, start buying, selling, owning the assets. And of course, they have a lot of really cool orders as well, which makes it very easy. And as far as the fees go for ITrustCapital, they have the fees over here. $0 a month for personal accounts, 1% buy and sell fee for cryptocurrencies. Gold transaction fee is $50 over spot per ounce, and a silver transaction fee of $2.50 over spot per ounce. And now I really want to dig into the security aspect of ITrustCapital, because again, we went through the crypto contagion, and it's important to know who is custodying our money, because when we talk about Bitcoin and crypto, not your keys, not your coins. And if you don't control your keys, you can get wrecked. So when you head over to the Why ITrustCapital page, it's going to give you a lot of different information, why people choose ITrustCapital. Again, they have very low costs, no monthly fees, and they also have great customer support, which again is very important. But if we head down over here to the bottom of the website, it talks about your assets, not ours. And this is absolutely crucial because again, if you do not have control of your keys in crypto, you could put yourself at risk. So ITrustCapital states assets held one-to-one off balance sheet. iTrust never takes custody of your assets. We don't borrow or lend against client assets or leverage client assets for profit, and we don't let our custody providers do it either. So let's go ahead and talk about what off balance versus on balance sheet is. So when ITrustCapital talks about holding client assets off of the balance sheet, it means that the assets are not reflected in the company's financial statements and are not used by the company to impact the company's financial ratios or leverage. And again, this was a massive problem we saw in crypto during the crypto contagion. A lot of the crypto exchanges gave a lot of inaccurate numbers, and they were doing very shady things behind the scenes, but not ITrustCapital. Over here, they say client assets are client assets, and the business does not commingle client assets with business activities. This is especially important for companies like ITrustCapital, who are committed to maintaining a favorable financial profile and providing the best possible service to the clients. So this is my test ITrustCapital account over here. And as you can see, it's got no money there. Why? Because I don't like to show my personal business, okay? It could be a bit risky. But the reason why I wanted to set a test one up is so you can actually see what's going on here. And again, they have scheduled reoccurring buys, which is very similar to dollar cost averaging, and you can do so on all of these different crypto assets. For me personally, I only feel comfortable really keeping a Bitcoin trust of some sort, like an IRA or an SEP. But if you want to take advantage of other cryptocurrencies, that's your business. And again, some people like to trade these. And again, if you do so with inside the IRA, there should not be any tax penalties. But again, please always speak to a licensed CPA. And again, they have physical gold and silver. And you can go ahead and schedule a reoccurring buy, or if you want to place conditional transactions, you can do so over here. It'll allow you to do that. Well, let's take a look at the conditional buy for Bitcoin. You can go ahead and click whatever asset it is down here. Let's say you decide to trade a different one. You can go to conditional, market order, reoccurring buy. Reoccurring buy is going to be like a dollar cost averaging, and a market order is going to allow you to buy that asset for whatever the market is offering it. And conditional gives you a little bit of leeway here. So for example, you wanted to maybe buy the dip on $60,000 Bitcoin. You can go ahead and type that in over here. Then you can go ahead and indicate how much USD you want to go ahead and purchase with. It'll give you the execution price, the Bitcoin quantity, the amount, and the fee. And again, we talked about the fee already. Then you would go ahead and submit the conditional buys. It'll also give you your transaction history, and then you're able to open and manage your different transactions here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video was very informative, and I hope that you decide to do your due diligence on ITrustCapital. My link will be down below if you're interested in signing up. Thank you so much for watching.